Hi guys. So Murphy has the sit. Oh, dude, sit and look at you down pretty spectacularly. Unless you have something really enticing in your hands, like a treat, dude, or a toy. One of the things. Nope. Sit. Yes. One of the things that I suggest doing at home. Yes. Good. Is purposely teasing him. Oh look, I got something. Good boy. So that way we can work on that impulse of like, you can see him in the video, where he's like, yes, let's go. I see it. But as long as he doesn't sit, as long as he doesn't jump, cool, you eventually get the reward for it. You can do this with toys, or like, oh my goodness, Murphy! Yes. To try to get him up to jump up on you. But the focus is, nope, we gotta stay over there. I brought a giant soccer ball with me today to test out his play, but also to test out our recall. I'm in one of our bigger training rooms where dogs get to really kind of run off leash. And I have a jolly ball with me. Murph. Yes. So I should have filmed him when we first came in and I introduced this. He was like, let's go. It's the best thing ever. He's a little tired now, so I apologize. You don't get to see him in his full glory. But the idea behind play, disengagement, things along those lines, we've talked a little bit about it in other videos, is we want him to check in with us. Murph. Yes, good boy. Okay, go get it. You know, whether it's the ball gets kicked and he gets to chase it, whether it's a tug toy that he gets to then tug. Look at that handsome boy. And I'm okay if they do a victory lap. What a victory lap is when they have the toy and they go around you in a few circles. You can even do like, oh, yes, good boy, get it. You know, you're like, oh, I'm going to play chase with you. Do a little bit of those chase dynamics. You can play a little bit of soccer with him, but can you get him to engage with you periodically as you're working with him? And while he's totally focused, Murphy, sit. Yes. Now I am paying him for every time, but eventually we can fade those payouts to a gambling game. So 2 out of 5 times, 1 out of 3 times, things along those lines. But we can also use different distractions. So he's tired with the ball. We haven't had the dinosaur yet today, as you can see. Oh, go get it. So doing even this when you come home and you're just a few toys, few tug toys, just go boy, yeah, oh, and you can play as crazy and as rough. And then Murphy, sit, just go boy. Can we get that pause? Can we get that pause when we're excited? Just go boy. And then you can play tug. You can be like, oh, so ruthless, or oh, you got it, you can run away. Right? So he's like, yes, I got it. It's the best thing ever. Sit. Leave it. Now, one of the things that I don't think I really talked about is leave it. So leave it is, don't look at it, don't touch it, don't even think about it. Sit. Ideally, in his mind, I hear leave it, and I'm either going to sit and look at you, yes, okay, good boy, go get it. Or I leave it and we're going to keep walking past. So when you're on your walks, when you're on your walks, it's okay, we're going to keep going. Nope, let's go. And we're disengaging in a motion. As you walk, it's a leave it, let's keep going in motion. Hi, good boy. But you can do this with toys, you can do this with treats. But if we practice things in fun, positive ways, it's far more likely to happen when we're being a knucklehead and not listening. When our hormones have taken over, and I really want that. Leave it. Now, when you play leave it standing up, you're going to claim the space is yours. Sit. Sit. Good. Now, you can do 1 of 2 ways with leave it. You can reward, and then it's still leave it. No, leave it. Come on, Murph. This way. He has to walk away from the thing, and that dinosaur is always going to be off leave-its. This could be your dinner on the coffee table. It could be a juicy steak on the chair. or the counter. Leave it. Good boy, come on. So that's where I'm going to reward him walking away from the thing. Now, you can do an okay or take it as the release of, okay, go get it, boy. Yeah. He's like, I don't know if I can take that. But you can practice this, never having it and then sometimes having it by the release. I'm going to bring this down. Did that move? Was that scary, buddy? Okay. Hi. Come here. Good boy. Can you sit? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a leave it game with food. Sit. Good. Leave it. No. 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 Murphy. Sit. Good boy. Leave it. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. Leave it. So you can see how intently he's looking at the treats. So this is where we can wait until he makes eye contact with us, which might be a moment. That's where you take a breath. And really wanting him to process to about like 40 seconds. Leave it. No. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. No. Murphy, sit. Hi, can you sit? Sit. Good. So practicing leave it in this capacity where he has to give up. Yes. Okay. He has to give up the control and look up at you. You can see how he's looking at my hands. He's looking at the treats, but he's not looking up at my eye contact. He'd rather watch my hands and see where they would go versus, yes, good boy. Now to help him out, you can make some kissing noises, but ideally you only say his name once and then everything else is really letting him process the time frame of it. Because it's him figuring out that puzzle. Leave it. Leave it. Murph. Good boy. Hey, can you sit? Good. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Leave it. He got a good boy by settling, but those are still in leave it. And when you're ready to reward him, okay. Good boy. Practice this with his mealtime. Practice this with, oops. Let's fix that. So you can practice this in meal times. You can practice this with treats. Do it a few times a day. If you're eating French fries and you're like, oh, look, a French fry. Leave it. Yes, that's good boy. You know, can you be ridiculous in your normal day-to-day? The more that we can get this impulse control down, the far better he is going to be in stopping when he's in that heightened state of, I don't want to listen, let's go type stuff. Excuse you, sir. Yes. Can you sit? And that right there is the practice that he's getting of, I sit and I look for everything. Now we're still not, I'm giving him like 65% on the eye contact. It's getting there. It's a lot better than it used to be. But he still struggles in like fully giving you the eye contact because he doesn't want to let go of whatever the thing is in front of him. And it's one of those things where it's a good like self-reflection on us as humans too. Like if he just looked at me, he'd get the treat so much faster. But instead he'd rather watch my hand move or the treat move than just look at me. Once he gets it and clicks in, he's going to realize the whole world is going to open up for him. So when you go through a doorway, ask him for a sit, and if you can get eye contact. Before you go in the car, ask him for a sit, get eye contact. You're cooking dinner, make a, whoops, I dropped it, leave it, oh, that went right to him. But can you drop something, leave it, and then you're still cutting up dinner, or you're still doing whatever it is with dinner. Yes, good boy, yes, good boy. Can you pet him and reward him with leave it? Those are things I want you guys to think about. This week, really reinforcing the engagement of, nope, this is mine. Because ultimately what it is that you're the resource for everything. And Murphy struggles with like insecure confidence, which I know sounds kind of like a contradiction. But what it is that he's a little fearful, a little internally insecure. And what we have to do is build up his confidence. But because he feels that, he over responds in public situations or in group situations where I got this, like he's faking it till he makes it. And what we're teaching him is you don't have to fake it till you make it. Just build a relationship with the person you're with and you're okay. Ask for the human and the human will help you. This good boy. Let's see if I can do this. It's right there. These are traits that you'd look for in a bird dog. These are traits that you look for in a working dog, honestly, because they have the drive, they have the tenacity, they have the want to do the thing. So, did you find where I put the treat buddy? I put it on top of the phone. But that's where it's not a bad thing that he's like this. It's just about how to redirect that energy in a different way. But with Leave It, be ridiculous. Have fun torturing your dog in a healthy, positive way. Yes, good boy. Whether it's in play, whether it's food, whether it's walks, whatever the thing is, really reinforce and mess with him. Hey, I need you to focus in with me. So whether it's you claiming space with your body, you swipe it with your hand, or you walk past it. Now, I am going to film a walk past it just so you can kind of get this visual of it. But that's really what's going to help reinforce the behaviors at home. So hold on one second. So when you are walking with Murphy, again, just as a reminder, one hand is going to be your anchor hand, the other hand is going to be the talking hand. Whether he's on the left or the right, it does not matter. But the idea is that he's walking right next to you. If he walks behind, nope, come on, long is right here. So as you're walking, he has to be ideally by your side. So when he decides to pull, when he decides to go after something, yes, good boy. The idea is you can do a leave it and turn into him. Good boy, Murphy. Yeah. So we're going to use the ball as an example. Leave it. Let's go. Leave it. Or you can walk away from the thing. Nope, let's go. Come on. Good boy. So you're telling him leave it, but your feet don't stop. And I'm going to keep him on the side that is opposite. So if we're going to use this dinosaur as our dog that he's interested in barking at, leave it. Oh no, it's on the dreaded place caught. What's going to happen, buddy? If you were to walk where you're on the outside, he's there, and then the dog's there, he has free range to go after the thing he wants. He's not going to listen to you. He's less likely to listen to you. Now, if you're going to turn and claim it as yours, then yeah, you're claiming it as your space. If you, come here, Murph. If you are between him and the thing he wants, now you're a doorway where you can block him. So, and when I say move with him, you're not shoving him with your leg. I'm just kind of guiding into him a little bit of, nope, this is mine. Come on. Good boy. So the leave it idea is just, nope, we're going to disengagement. You're treating it as neutrality. No, we're going to avoid the thing that I see. Now, the closer he is to you, the calmer the walk is. The less likely he's going to get a pulling action on you. Because, dude, this kid is strong. I know you guys know. But if he's ahead of you, now he has gumption. Now he has something that to get to the thing he wants. He'll use his whole body weight through whatever he's pulling through. Let's go, boy. Come on, let's go. So when he's good. When he's right next to you, it's a lot easier to manipulate him with that leash. But good work today.